I've had this dream of uniting all the credit unions in San Antonio into a program called Credit Unions for Kids to raise money for the Santa Rosa Children's Hospital. Visited with Tim Haegelin. With his help and encouragement, it really took off.
I was on the foundation board of Santa Rosa Children's Hospital here in San Antonio. Jack Finger with Santa Rosa Hospital and Joe Lake with the Children's Miracle Network came and called on me and said, we would like to discuss raising money for a local children's hospital and maybe calling it Credit Unions for Kids. So the first person I called, of course, was Tim Haegelin, my good friend, who had a lot of respect of all the other credit union CEOs here in San Antonio.
Tim has been a tremendous asset on our board. He's got lots of passion for the children here in San Antonio and all across the country. And it's been a real pleasure to have him be on the board. And we're so grateful that he has been a part of our organization.
The Credit Unions for Kids started in 1986 in San Antonio, and it didn't go national until 1996. It is now part of the Children's Miracle Network. And since 1996, on a national basis, it's raised over $100 million for 170 children's hospitals. So Tim's brainchild really has impacted hundreds of thousands of children and families all over the United States.
As a result, I get the distinct honors of being the father of Credit Unions for Kids. I'm not sure that I'm old enough. I'm a grandfather at this juncture, but I'm not sure that I was at that age was even the father of that movement. But I guess they didn't find anybody else as old as I am.
He's one of the most genuine and nicest people that you'll ever meet. To know Tim is to love Tim. Tim is all facts. What Tim tells you, there's no BS in it. Well, he does BS a little bit sometimes, but what he tells you, it's totally sincere. And anybody that's ever worked with Tim knows that he's that kind of a guy.
You know, what I appreciate about Tim is he does all this without looking for recognition. He does it because it's the right thing to do. He is such an engaged guy with his credit union and with his community. And I always appreciate people that contribute because it's the right thing to do. I think the world of Tim Haegelin.
If I wouldn't have read it, I wouldn't have recognized it. And you know why that is? It's because there are a number of things that you do within a lifetime that just come naturally. I guess perhaps you don't think of their importance. It's just what we had to do to make things happen.
Tim was part of the lobbying and legislative effort when they said don't tax our credit union, when we went and hiked the Hill. And we said, Tim, yes, he was a great ambassador. You know, every time that he went to Washington, everybody welcomed him and everybody knew him. It is very rare that you see such a person.
His philosophy was always, the credit union philosophy, people helping people, and our board of directors as well. And so we had to find a balance, serving the underserved, serving the underbanked. We partnered with Goodwill, and we opened a couple of branches in some of the Goodwill stores. We developed some alternative loan products, Money Express, Second Chance checking accounts, a lot of financial education. So that's allowed us to not only serve the underserved, but serve the community in San Antonio.
The opportunity came for me to apply for a position of a CEO at Board of Federal Credit Union, where I'm at right now. I called Tim and visited with him, and he said, "You're ready, Maria. You're ready to take it." I felt that, I could do it, but I almost needed that assurance. And that assurance had to come from one of my mentors. And to me, Tim was that mentor. He's just an awesome guy. And I was very lucky to have worked under him.
Growing up in a small town where everybody kind of knew each other and kind of looked out for one another, that's the kind of company that I wanted to work with. People that really cared about each other, but also about what they did. And I got that feeling when I met Tim and when I came to work here, and I think that's a legacy that I want to continue.
Tim, congratulations on winning the Wegner Award, especially with your work with Credit Unions for Kids. It's well deserved.
Congratulations from not just myself, but from Pennsylvania, and that well-deserved award of yours.
Tim, I've enjoyed knowing you through these many years. I appreciate all that you've done at your credit union, all that you've done for credit unions for kids, and certainly all that you've done in the San Antonio marketplace and for your members at Generations Federal Credit Union. Congratulations.
All of us did this together. You can manage people and coach people in such a way that you're mentoring them. You can allow that to happen in a more natural manner, and as a result, you don't have to keep track of what you do, especially when you have a bunch of people that really enjoy their work and their passion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the National Credit Union Foundation is proud to honor Tim Haegelin with the 2014 Herb Wegner Memorial Award for Lifetime Achievement.